Imagine like the entire side of a building as this living high-definition digital canvas.
Right. Well, a Polish advertising company called Digital Network SA is actually turning that sci-fi visual into reality. And it's exactly why their stock just rocketed, like 27.6% since mid-June.
It's been a crazy few weeks for them for sure.
It really has. So in today's deep dive, we're taking a look at a July 2026 report from East Value Research, just to figure out how they pulled this off. Okay, let's unpack this. The preliminary Q2 numbers, they are just staggering.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we are talking record revenues of 60.9 million Polish zloty, which, if you're tracking it, is a massive 197.5% increase.
Right, almost a 200% jump. But to really understand a spike like that, we have to look past the spreadsheets, right? It's about this massive physical tech transformation happening right now on the streets of Poland cities.
Yeah, exactly. They're completely ripping out those traditional paper billboards and replacing them with these massive digital screens.
So they aren't just dipping their toes in here either. No, not at all. They're already reaching about 60% of all urban residents in Poland.
60%.
It-
That is huge. And, you really can't talk about that kind of footprint without bringing up the crown jewel they just launched.
Yeah.
It's through their newly acquired company, BGMO, right?
Right, yeah, the Warsaw stage. It is now officially the largest LED screen in the entire European Union, which is just wild to think about. It marks this definitive shift into digital out-of-home advertising, which totally changes the economics of their business model.
It really does. It's sort of like upgrading from a flip phone to a smartphone. I mean, with a static billboard, you sell one physical space for a whole month.
Exactly.
But with a digital screen, you can sell that exact same real estate to like 50 different companies in a single hour.
Yeah, rotating them based on who is actually driving by at that exact moment.
Right. Because the system uses AI to read real-time traffic data.
Yeah.
So say it's rush hour, it displays coffee ads. If it starts raining, boom, it switches to selling umbrellas.
What's fascinating here is the financial ripple effect of that exact mechanism. Because, they've totally eliminated the physical labor of printing and pasting paper. They replaced it with automated software.
Which cuts costs dramatically.
Exactly. So analysts actually raised their 12-month price target from 251.90 to 331.20 zloty, and they're projecting a target EBITDA margin of 55.5%.
Wow, 55%. That's a serious margin.
It is. I mean, for a heavy infrastructure business, keeping over half your revenue as operating profit is practically unheard of.
Okay, hold on, though. Dominating Poland is great, but let's look at the giants in this space. You've got JCDecaux in France, Ströer in Germany. These are companies with billions in revenue and basically global monopolies. Isn't a local Polish company just going to get crushed the second they step outside their borders?
Well, it's a valid concern, for sure. But they aren't actually trying to fight JCDecaux in Paris or Ströer in Berlin. They're looking east. That market is incredibly fragmented and, honestly, largely untapped.
Untapped how, exactly?
So to put the opportunity in perspective, in Germany, digital out-of-home makes up about 4.8% of the total advertising market. But if you look at Czechia, it's lagging way behind at only 1.2%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Hungary is at 0.8%, and Romania is sitting at just 0.6%.
Okay, so they are essentially staring at a massive blank canvas right next door. But wait, building all that physical infrastructure from scratch in a foreign market, that takes years, right?
True, which is why they aren't building from scratch. Their strategy is to replicate their Polish success regionally through strategic acquisitions. They're eyeing specific, already established targets in those underdeveloped markets.
Ah, cool.
Companies like Bigboard in Czechia and Phoenix Media in Romania. The idea is they just buy the physical assets that are already there and then upgrade them with their high-margin tech.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I mean, this is basically a masterclass in how a localized company can use targeted tech upgrades, specifically these massive LED screens and AI, to just absolutely crush market expectations.
Yeah, they didn't just build a slightly better billboard. They fundamentally changed their infrastructure to set the stage for multinational expansion.
Exactly. They completely rewrote the rules of their own game.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it leaves us with a really intriguing question to ponder. If these hyper-efficient, AI-driven digital screens are replacing physical billboards everywhere and driving these massive profit margins, how long until the actual architecture of our cities isn't just retrofitted to host these screens, but is designed specifically from the ground up to be a living digital advertising canvas?